Is he?
No.
We're rolling. Okay.
Don't drink any coffee.
We're still rolling? You were rolling all the time, weren't you? I mean, you were rolling for the last 15 seconds, I hope.
Can we close that door anymore? Because the cat's going to get out.
I'll get it, don't worry.
It's off. Sorry about
And
that.
if anybody
Is
sees
it
a
off?
white cat, throw her in here.
They said they tested it and you can leave it on.
Really?
Yeah.
We can leave it on?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It might be something that you get mad about later, but.
Huh? The sound.
Yo.
All right, here we go.
Go.
Common sticks.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, we better be. You're on.
All right. So welcome to a Bitter Grips production of Cooking 101.
Where are you looking? Okay.
Right there in my camera. Today we're going to make turkey meatloaf, believe it or not.
He picks up.
And
He's
I'm
very
going
smart.
to walk over to the board and talk about the ingredients that we're going to use while Jim Walsh gets the ingredients. So
Yeah,
here we
I'm
go.
doing it again. I'm looking around at all the cameras. It's very confusing. Okay.
All right. So the first
right.
thing we're going to need is some olive oil,
All right, I got that.
an onion.
Okay. Wait.
All right.
Wait. I've got it.
You got it?
Hold on.
And while you're there, you might as well get some garlic.
Did you tell them what we're doing?
Yeah, we're cooking. Well, not cooking. We're getting
This is
ready to
all about
cook. What we're
cooking.
doing is called mise en place, which is getting everything ready and setting it up in an order so that it'll be easier for you to cook.
Ah. Yeah, because I've got the two. Because so far, we're in this meatloaf recipe that we're cooking, we're going to have the two garlics, one onion,
Yep.
one onion. We got the olive oil.
Yep.
We'll keep them together. I'll put them up here. All right. I'm still like. All right.
Yes, okay.
Any questions?
Big ape. No.
No questions? Okay. Go ahead.
Done it.
Salt and pepper, which you have there.
I have the salt and pepper.
Parsley.
Yep. All right. You're going to need parsley.
Which
How
is-
much parsley?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's fresh out of the garden.
It's right there.
Oh, okay. It's should be a half a cup. Is it a
Yeah.
half a cup? Okay. Half a cup of parsley. We got crib notes everywhere.
And then you're going to need the dried thyme, which is on the.
That's out of the garden too.
That's
Wrong you are, Tanya.
Aha.
Wrong.
She's wrong.
Wrong.
Why are you using the fresh stuff?
Because the recipe calls for dried thyme. So, and most people don't have dried thyme, and so I'm trying to use ingredients that people have in general. I mean, I have a garden outside. I'm doing it again. I'm like, okay, so I have a garden outside and I've got fresh thyme, but most people don't have fresh thyme. So we're going to go with the dried stuff for now, although fresh is preferable. Sorry. Take it away, Tim.
So those are the things you're going to need to go in the pan. For to go in the pan.
For to go in the pan. That made a lot of sense. Tim.
And and now the second part, you're going to need milk.
All right.
It's all dirty.
I wonder if, Lisa, you're wondering, it's like, I wonder if I missed anything.
Breadcrumbs.
Did I miss anything? Breadcrumbs? All right. Usually stuff is in here.
What else are you going to need?
Let's see.
He already downloaded that information.
I need my, I know. Go ahead, next, Tim.
You're going to need the tomatoes, the eggs,
Oh,
Whoa.
tomatoes.
I can't multitask.
Sorry.
Because we're going to use,
He means it.
I'm serious. We're going to use 1 cup of diced tomatoes. In our ingredients, in our recipe it says chopped, but well, we use diced because I don't think they sell chopped. Do they sell chopped? They don't sell chopped.
We have those in the garden.
But it's diced. So, and we're going to use a cup of that. Go ahead.
And eggs.
Eggs.
3 eggs.
3 eggs? I was looking at this in the store. These are range-free,
Wow.
which means these birds are never caged, are naturally grain-fed. These eggs are laid in nests. Oh, you know what? So they don't chop their
I
heads
think
off.
they're lying.
These chickens remain alive.
Do you think if you fed chickens, you get mad chicken disease? Or is that probably not going to happen?
Yeah, only the
Okay.
brains.
It's going to happen.
We need Russian dressing now as
Bet on
well.
that.
Russian dressing.
Whose picture's on the refrigerator?
Who? Where?
Is that you?
Here?
No, refrigerator.
Where? Oh, yeah, that's me.
On the chili head.
That's very.
Tim put my head in there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So creative.
Wait till you see how creative he gets. He's very creative.
And then we're
Are you
gonna-
on me? Where were you?
the last and
Bill,
final and
where were
most
you?
important
All right,
ingredient, turkey meat.
Turkey meat? Okay. All right. I'm very
Not to the
animated. I'm still like,
turkey.
I got to calm down.
Come on, baby. All right.
All right, I'm tired.
Now
breathe.
that
Need
you
to
have
breathe.
everything laid out, it's time to get started.
What is this called?
Mise en place.
Is this called a mise en place? You said that already, but I
It
won't.
Do
is.
it wrong, it's faux pas.
It's faux pas en place.
Faux pas en place.
That's a mistake.
Let me think. I hold this thing like,
All right. So I can get a bowl that I can put my accoutrement in.
And one important thing is to you want to, while you're chopping your garlic and your onions, you would want to preheat the pan. You can put it on low just to get it going. See, if you put it on high, when you go to put the oil in, and it's going to be too hot. But if you just put it on low, that's pretty low, then when you have all your ingredients ready, then you could put it in your pan and just turn it up to be a little hotter, and then you're ready to go. Because you want your ingredients to sizzle a little bit when it goes in the pan. And I didn't touch it. All right.
That's good. You won't burn yourself that
You
way.
want to chop that?
Sure.
You chop that.
He usually has
And
me
I'll
do
mock
the
you.
horrible stuff. Go ahead.
Let's see, what's else? Yeah, I'll, see now, main thing was trying not to block the ingredients. I've done that several dozen times. Any questions?
No.
You're zoned out, aren't you?
No.
Actually, there was a bug on me and it freaked me out, so I'm trying to see if there's any more anywhere.
I can't wait till the highlight of this is when you have to watch us knead the meatloaf. That's going to be great.
It's actually when our special
won't
guest
use the
shows
D
up
word.
later.
We have a special guest?
We do.
Who's our special
We
guest?
do?
Well, you'll see when he gets here.
Is it?
I know. Does his name begin with an S?
It does.
Is there somebody coming?
Yes.
Who is it?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Really? Is it a good surprise?
Yes, it is.
Jim's like, is it a good surprise?
I
It
don't
could
know.
be a good
I thought it would be
surprise.
the police.
No, they don't
Did I
come
use that
anymore.
joke already? There we
If you
go.
don't drink, the police won't come.
Yeah, thank God. This is turning into a cooking show. I dare anybody to speak.
I dare you.
I double dare
Do
you.
you have
Go
any
ahead.
questions?
Ow.
No.
We brought you all the way in here and you have no questions? All right.
Is there any difference?
Your microphone, please.
Oh.
Come on!
Is there any difference because you're making turkey meatloaf? What difference is there from in the consistency?
Another kind of
it?
You
meatloaf.
want to work on that question?
The texture. That's where I'm getting. That's where I'm going.
Texture.
Is it? Is there? Do you have to worry about it being more mushy or anything like that with turkey meatloaf?
Oh, instead of regular? Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
I
a
bet
lot
you
of
don't
it
know
is-
the answer.
If you just made it out of turkey, it would be like a turkey hamburger, and just like you would with beef. But if you put in fillers like, we're going to put in some vegetables and eggs and breadcrumbs and the Russian dressing, that makes it a lot more moist. But you got to watch it with turkey because turkey has less fat. So if you don't put some flavoring in it, it's not going to taste very good. Whereas you could get away with, like there's a normal, the normal mixture for meatloaf is 1/3 veal, 1/3 pork, and 1/3 beef. And that's called a meatloaf mix. You can go to your local store and buy that.
Yeah.
But what we're using today is just straight out turkey because we're trying to cook a little in a more healthful manner. And a lot of people around here don't want to eat beef anymore. I don't know. It's like, you're a lacto, whatever
if
it
you-
is, and
so-
you don't
so
eat
you make-
that, and I don't know.
Now he's naming me as something.
I'm labeling you.
You'll thank us later.
Yeah. No, I just choose that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually
No, but
anything.
you don't eat cows, though, right?
Not lately.
Right. So, no.
Whole? Do you eat them whole? Usually I debone it at least first before I eat the
That's a
cow.
whole other issue.
Yeah, you have to boil them a long time, don't you?
Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah, so no cows have been killed in the making of this show
That's nice.
yet.
Yet.
See, I'm trying to get
Some
these.
people.
All right. So you're done? That's wonderful.
I
That's
am.
exciting. I'm going to turn up the heat. This is why I wish I still drank. I could be liquefied by now. Be like, yeah.
Do you want to put 2 tablespoons of
No,
oil
what we're
in?
doing is,
Or not?
basically you'd
Okay.
start with 2 tablespoons. Or as we like to say, try 2 tablespoons, but whatever it takes to coat the pan. What?
You didn't measure that.
I know. See, I've been a stickler for measuring all these years, and people are like, you always want to measure things. How can you not measure something? But this is roughly 2 tablespoons. Start with 2 tablespoons, and if it doesn't cover the pan, add a little more. So that's approximately 2, but you check for yourself. Have you transferred it to this, to transfer to that?
I am. That way you don't have to cross you, and you can.
You're
put it
very
in there.
conscious of the camera, people.
Nice,
That's
huh?
very nice of you. Let's see how much of this I make over there. Okay. There we go. So this is 1 onion, medium. What is it? A yellow onion. You're not going to do that joke again.
Nope.
Okay. See our previous show for that joke.
What joke is it?
The difference between a
Oh, an onion.
yes.
A yellow and a brown
brown
onion.
Oh, yellow onion.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Where you kept it.
That's right.
That's right. All right.
That makes me not want to eat onions anymore.
You don't want to eat anything.
Yeah.
She used to, yeah. She doesn't eat chicken now. What else don't you eat now? You don't eat, what else?
No, anything
Okay, I'm adding the garlic.
that had 4 legs
Yeah. What we're doing is,
and chicken.
And chicken.
That's 2 legs and a beak. Ew.
that's half our recipes are gone.
That's right.
Cause see, I don't eat chicken anymore because I always get the beak.
You know that. Well, that's the cheapest cut of the chicken, the
Right.
chicken face.
All right, what else is, we got to do the parsley.
Parsley. I'll do the parsley.
Half a cup, please slice that up because it's cooking. And what we did was, ideally in a perfect world, you would want to put the onions in, let them cook a little bit, and then throw the garlic in, because garlic can burn. But also, when you're cooking the garlic with the onions, it won't burn as fast. If you cook garlic by itself, then the garlic will tend to burn if you don't watch it very carefully. But mixed in with other ingredients, it doesn't burn as readily. But you would want to put it in a little after the onions, because garlic is very sensitive. Like me.
What do you call it? Caramelizing?
I don't know if we're caramel. We're just soft. No, we're just softening, because if you just throw in raw onions in a meatloaf, it doesn't cook long enough to soften the onions. So you'll get this raw oniony, like they'll be a little hard, and you don't want those. You'll see in another meatloaf I make later that I throw them in raw in this other meatloaf, and they tend to be a little raw when you eat the meatloaf. But here, we're trying to cook them ahead of time. And we also mix some nice spices in with it, and it'll taste great. It'll taste great.
Here is the
Okay.
thyme. Half a tablespoon of thyme with the parsley.
Okay.
Save,
What?
I'm going to say save a little bit to sprinkle on the meatloaf before we cook it, but I didn't get a chance.
No, that's after it's cooked.
Okay. You still have to save some of it.
We will. I promise.
Okay.
No, we don't have to save it yet. We're going to save it.
Okay. See?
You were right, sort of.
Being sort of right is okay.
All right, we're going to let this saute for a little bit. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back. And then, because we just got to let this, I'm taking a break already. I'm tired. So we'll be right back.
Here we go. In 5, 4, 3.
All right.
All right, we're back again.
So before
Why do
we
I
take
always
that
laugh
out,
when I do that?
we got to put a
Everybody
little
laughs.
salt and pepper in there.
Okay. Now, what we're doing is, there's a little pepper. What is your problem? What is wrong with you? You have bugs? Look, you were covered with bugs.
It's
There's
freaking
bugs
me
all over
out.
there.
I can't take it. The cat. I don't know if the cat wants
You
to
caught
like,
something from the cat?
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
It's not a good topic for a cooking show, but
You were since when did you choose like
A
nice
good topic?
topics?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like
yeah,
topic
it's better
girl.
than some of the ones we've had.
All right.
All right.
So hold on. Some of the onions. Some of the onions are browned. Some of the what?
He's here.
Some of the onions are browned, and so we're going to put that aside. Now, Tim.
All right. So I'm going to mix the milk and the breadcrumbs together. First, I'll need a measuring device.
I love my handy dandy mixture.
How much milk am I going to use here?
The Russian dress. Ah!
3/4 of a cup milk.
No, hold on. 3/4 of a cup milk. So I'm going to put this in a little bowl separately just for now to cool off a little bit.
Why do you use milk in that? I've never seen that. And for meatloaf.
Really?
I have no idea why they use milk. Do you?
It's
Okay.
to you want to put a little liquid in because we're trying to like I was saying, you want to make it a nice moist. I sound like you want to make it nice and moist, but
Does that help keep it from drying out, or?
yes. So you're trying to moisturize it. So we're putting 3/4 of a cup of Russian, 3/4 of a cup of milk, and then you'd adjust it. When you put it all together, if it's too liquidy and gooey, then you'll put in more breadcrumbs to compensate. But other than that, I mean, hopefully it'll just be perfect and it'll be nice and moist. But if you don't put this stuff in, it's going to become a brick.
And then half a cup of breadcrumbs goes into the milk. Like that.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful. And then you can mix it around with your finger.
That's great.
Because you're going to be touching all this stuff anyway.
I can't wait till we do that.
And then you add the onion mixture to this.
Okay, I'm reserving a little of this. I'll put it in the parsley bowl. Hold on. We've got 3
spoons are probably
spoons.
better, actually. But you can use your finger. Yeah.
That's,
You're going to be touching your food. It's called getting in touch with your food.
you know, we used to call that
Yeah.
connecting with your food. Connecting with your food. I'll say, yeah, that's enough.
And now, in this bowl, we're going to mix the eggs and the Russian dressing.
Okay. I need a drink.
You need a drink.
I envy the Galloping Gourmet. He was plastered on all his shows. What a guy.
What a guy. All he did was cook and drink.
And those fat ladies, they get drunk.
The fat ladies are drunk? No,
Yeah.
one of them died. We can't speak about them. That's terrible. But I don't know if they were plastered. Who else was plastered?
They were drunk.
Hey, Jimmy,
they
where's
drunk?
another fork? You got a fork around here?
A fork?
And
whisker.
then what's the famous?
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Julia Child.
Yeah, Julia Child.
In place
she was
of a
always
whisker.
drunk.
How's the sound? Sorry about that.
That was cool.
Yeah, is that Mark in?
Is he
Is he on the
screaming?
floor? He's on. You don't need the high-end hearing anyway.
That's right.
All right, sorry, Mark.
So then 3/4 of a cup of Russian
How many
dressing
more
in
minutes
there.
we have?
All right, hold it.
Hold it.
You gonna?
No, I got a measuring device.
You got the cups right there? That's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's a whole cup measure, but I just put 3/4 of it full.
I see. That's genius.
How many more minutes do we have?
How many more minutes? I don't know. Yeah, probably like 10, 15, 10, 12. Why? You have to go to the bathroom?
Yes.
I told you to go before the show started. Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm not mad. I'm feigning annoyance. There's the bowl for the meat. I'll get the meat out. Here it is. Because
Then
we're coming to that point.
Meat's on flask.
Do you want to mix the meatloaf? Meat's on plate.
in there.
We're going to put
Half a cup of chopped tomatoes in
I
there.
guess nobody else
half
has
a cup of chopped
funny.
tomatoes, and we're reserving
Meats
a
on
half a
glass
cup of
instead
chopped
of mise
tomatoes
en
to put
place?
on the top. Why am I
Meats?
looking at the
Yeah.
I'm looking at the overhead camera. I'm like, okay.
guess you're right.
Sorry, Bill. Half a cup
I entertain
of
myself.
tomatoes to go
Tell
over.
me silly.
What are you doing over there?
$50 for an
I was
opener.
explaining my joke.
Got an opener, Jim?
What were you explaining?
My joke?
What was
I
you
had
made a
to
joke?
explain it.
That's not good when you have to explain
know.
a joke.
Hey,
That's not
Walsh.
good. What?
Got an opener?
A can opener?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one around here.
Oh my god.
Where did it go? It's there? It's there. I've been
Oh,
told
it's
it's there. It's there. I've been told it's there.
In your thing.
Oh, in the, hold on.
there? Dump it out.
What are you looking for?
Now the sound guy's really going
Can
to
opener's not in there.
You
I
see an
don't
opener?
see it.
It's not. It's in the other.
It's
in-
time to run.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
This is the problem of cans with no opener.
Wait, here we go. I'll go. No, I can. Hey, that might
You can
work.
slowly get, keep going. Yeah.
Oh, don't do
Ow.
that.
Got me in the eye. Wow, we're getting there.
Oh, look, an opener.
Look, that has the.
Wow.
It's amazing how that
Yeah.
appeared. That's quite amazing.
The knives were donated by Ever Sharp Knife Company, and they said we could do anything we wanted with them.
All right, that's that's about 2 pounds right there. I had a little
A half a
more.
cup of tomatoes. Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's funny shit. You like that?
Hey,
Mm-mm. Yes,
question?
Tanya.
no, somebody needs to close that door. Close the door.
How's that?
Thank you.
You should be like a stage manager.
The stage manager.
I'm good at controlling things.
Yeah, she is.
All right. Now,
You day, Tanya. Off go the.
I believe you're going to mix this into the meat. Isn't that right?
Yes. Okay, now I will mix. Oh.
Wow.
This is wrong.
That
scoop it out
looks
with your hand.
delicious.
You know what? This is actually. I'll do it. This is too funny. I got it.
Mm,
No, there's more, and I need that
Of course you do.
all at once. That's good. And you just mix it together. I have washed my hands, so don't try this at home, though.
Without washing your hands.
Yeah, you could come up with some horrible turkey disease.
Don't say that.
I know. The turkey industry will sue us now,
I don't
along
know.
with every other industry. All right, Tim, I'm going to need some
You
more
need a cookie
breadcrumbs.
sheet and some more breadcrumbs.
This
It
is a
seems like it
little-
might be a little moist.
Yeah. It's a little moist.
So I'm going to start out.
It's going to be a
by
freaking pancake.
Putting another
What kind of breadcrumbs are you using?
quarter of a cup of breadcrumbs.
That's genius.
Are they regular or are they Italian?
They're regular, they're unseasoned.
Yeah, plain breadcrumbs. Which I'm sure you could make it from bread if you have bread at home.
What?
Yeah, well, what?
I'm like,
How's it now?
a little more.
I wonder where Jack is. Consistency. There he is. Jackie,
You're looking for the
come
consistency.
here.
Yeah, that's consistent, all right. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
What are you doing?
It looks like it's pretty relaxing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You can really get your stress out by just squishing your
Wow. Give
finger
me a
around
little more.
in the
Give me a little
meatloaf.
breadcrumbs.
Whoa.
Hi, Bill.
With courage. Give me a little more. Okay. Maybe cut down on the liquid a little bit on this
Billy,
All right.
Billy.
in the future. That's exciting. Mm-mm. Doesn't that look appetizing? Everyone's stunned. You go ahead. You could shape it, Tim.
Nice. Shake, 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 shake your meatloaf. I can fall right in. Meatloaf was invented in the 70s. Did you know that?
I like how you went off center. I like
You like that?
Yeah. Tim doesn't do anything, just like, you know.
Well, that's
quiet.
because I was told to match the one that's going to come out of the oven.
Oh, okay. And look, it's to the left.
Just like the one that's going to come out of the oven.
Yeah. Were you really told that?
Yep.
He takes direction.
That's very good.
See? Nice. Now we're going to put this in the oven, which you've preheated to 50 degrees.
350, 375. What, 350?
350.
350. All right. There you go. All right, you want to go to break? You tell them.
Okay. We're going to go to break.
And in 5, 4, 3.
Okay.
And we're back.
Again.
All right.
All right. Good.
Look at that.
Now we're going to go and look at the meatloaf that we have cooked in the oven.
What the hell are you doing over there?
Nothing.
What is going on, you two?
Nothing.
What are you two?
I think we have issues. Let's just leave it at that. Can't wait for the show to be
Jim?
over.
And there's your finished meatloaf.
Yep, all that time. Now,
That looks mighty good.
yeah, that looks great. Look at that. It's even got crevasses.
Can you repel into them?
I think so. You don't
All
want
right.
to fall into those. All right, so this is basically how to cook this meatloaf. When we put it in, we had to correct this during the break, but we had failed to put in diced tomatoes, a half a cup of diced tomatoes over the top, plus the onion mixture we sprinkled over the
That
top.
was left.
That was left, yes. So that's what that's how we fix that. But it came out. We would like, because you can't tell how it tastes at home, we know that it tastes great. Okay. This
Nice.
is good.
And we don't lie.
We don't lie. So since we got a little extra time, I've got my mother's meatloaf recipe. There you go. Careful. I've got my mother's meatloaf recipe, which I hope is in there. Is it in there? Okay. So it's basically 1 pound. I mean, I grew up on this meatloaf. It's 1 pound of chopped meat, 1 onion, 2 slices of bread.
1 onion.
2 slices of bread.
I have a question.
See
Is
if
the
that
mic
works.
on?
See if that works at your
The
house.
mic's on.
Is the meatloaf how you got so tall?
No, it was the macaroni and cheese you ate with the meatloaf.
Yeah, I always ate macaroni and cheese with the meatloaf. I don't know why, but my mother, even when I
eat a
talked
lot
to her
of it.
last night, she asked me, "Are you going to make macaroni with it?" And yeah, macaroni and cheese. Yeah, macaroni and
Didn't you
cheese.
talk to your mom last night?
Yes,
How is she doing?
she's doing very well. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to do that, and let me get the chopped meat. Well, he's got. The show's a little dead. I don't know what's going on today. It's your fault, I think.
You know, it
I think
is.
it's your
And,
fault.
and I'll explain it to you.
You've asked me 2 questions out of the whole damn show. Come on. Like,
I threw in
I'm
the
a little
towel.
preoccupied.
feed him questions. Feed him some
I
questions.
threw in the towel thing. It just
That's
laid
true.
there. It didn't.
See, the last
See,
shows we
nobody
had
thought
too
my
many
pizza
questions.
last joke was funny either. I don't know. Nobody's listening to us over here.
What? You're mic'd up.
But it's your reaction, not whether she's mic'd up or not.
It's funnier than you think it is.
Yeah. You're not
This show,
reacting
yeah,
like
if
it's
you're not
funny.
sure if this show is funny, it really is funny. You're just not, it's funny than you think. You're not reacting the way you should. I want you to know that, audience. Okay, what, oh, I have a tray? This? All right.
Hey, that's a good idea.
What? Somebody did what?
Laugh track?
That'll make it funnier.
Laugh track. That's funny, funny, funny. Where's my bread? There's my bread.
Oh, goodness.
We're just killing time with the old mom's meatloaf. All right.
Regular bread, sourdough.
It's regular, any kind of bread you
Wow,
want.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All
2
right,
minutes.
good. We specialize.
2
in this.
minutes. This is going to be better than the sushi show. I see onions a-flying over there.
But that's one positive thing about meatloaf too. Almost whatever you put in, it kind of just disappears in there. Fingers, whatever.
Hey, look. This is exactly how my mother.
Wow.
Start cutting the can open. Is there
Start cut. Oh,
tomato sauce?
I got some extra ones here.
You got tomato sauce?
You want extras? Here.
Tomato sauce.
Oh, tomato sauce. It's
Here,
not paste.
tomato
Okay,
sauce.
Copy that.
There. You have the onions.
Oh.
3
minutes.
That's
It was 2 minutes and now it's 3.
Yeah, it was 3 now. Went to,
This is
what the hell's going on, Mark?
Hey, that's a little cameraman
Oh, wait, are you kidding? Oh, God.
That's when he said dried time. That's what he meant.
Oh. Wait, how much is actually left?
Minute and a half.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Ha.
It's time for our
I
special
love
guest.
my camera
Can
people.
this be done?
Huh?
What? What?
Oh,
Okay.
special guest. Is the special guest coming?
Yeah, I can hear him.
There's a special guest. All right, this is
Just
almost ready.
ask Satan. We have a question from somewhere in Washington, D.C. The questioner asks, how come
I have a
Hollywood
question
films
for
are so
Satan.
expensive? Oh,
What do you like to put in your meatloaf?
I'll tell you what I like to put in my meatloaf.
Wait, there's the meatloaf. That's
Boring
the way my mother
politician.
made it. You don't care.
I don't care. I just had to do something funny. Yeah, that's exactly.
Going
Hollywood
in.
films.
And I know there's another meatloaf somewhere. Where's the other meatloaf? Is that hot? Here's the other meatloaf.
Hey.
Yeah.
You made
That's
it!
what, my mom's meatloaf. That's what it looks like. Are you all right, Petey?
She got excited.
Are we good? How much time left now? Come on.
You're done.
Please.
You have to give me the count. What?
Less than 30.
Less
Can
than
I
30
trust you?
seconds.
Okay. All right, so now you have meatloaf. Let's run over it once again. You just cook it a lot, okay? You throw it in the oven. You get a bunch of
lot and for a
all the
long
stuff
time.
together. A lot and for a long time. That's right. And try to use meat. And
Use meat in your meatloaf?
meat in the meatloaf. And
Jackie!
now also, we have ideas for. Wait, I got my cheat sheet here. I need it. I need it.
Here's your
You can
glass.
also make other meatloaf ideas. You can make barbecued turkey meatloaf, replace the Russian dressing with barbecue sauce. Asian meatloaf, replace the Russian dressing with Thai chili sauce. And chestnuts? I don't know, some of this stuff. Ugh. Mexican meatloaf, replace Russian dressing with salsa, add cilantro.
Oh, I love cilantro.
Mushroom meatloaf, replace Russian dressing with marinara, add sauteed mushrooms. And pesto, replace Russian dressing with pesto, add chopped roasted peppers. I don't know. All right, well,
Can you use any kind of fish in a meatloaf?
yes, but no one will eat
Fish
it.
meat.
Okay.
Tuna
All right.
loaf?
All right, well, thank you for watching another train wreck called Cooking 101. I'm Jim Walsh, that's Tim Nash. And take care. Bye-bye.
All right, are we off?
So no, we're still, well.